Welcome to Creative Spirituality and our Going Home retreat. Thank you for joining us on this creative spiritual journey. As we go through our week and examine the topic of making our homes sacred places, I would like to invite you all to come with me and explore my home as a sacred place. So come on in and join me in my kitchen for a look at how my kitchen is a sacred place for me. As we think about how we're going to be creating our homes in our time together, we're going to be looking at the interior creative journey as well as the exterior creative journey, and how creating our souls and our relationship with God is reflected in how we create our homes and our relationships with our families. And so today, I'm going to just talk a little bit about what our retreat is going to be about, and then show you some of my home so that you can get to know me a little bit and kind of get an idea of some of the things we're talking about. One of the things I'd like to mention right off the bat is that homes don't just happen. Well, sometimes they do. It depends on how much we're paying attention. And if our home is just sort of happening haphazardly around us, it can feel that way in our spirits and in our emotions. And so I think it's important to be paying attention to not only how we create our homes, but how we create our spirits as well, and how those things go together. If our homes are sort of haphazard, they don't really have a lot of meaning for us, except perhaps a meaning of chaos. And I think there's different ways that we can create our homes. One is that we can be very personal about how we arrange our homes and furnish our homes, and all the basic things about where they are and what they were like, how big they are, all those kinds of things. Those things can be very personal for us. I think we can take our creativity in our home even to a deeper level, however, if we think in terms of making our homes sacred places. And that's one of the things we're going to be talking a lot about, is how to make our homes sacred places. Places where we welcome God and family and ourselves, places that are at peace and that give us joy. So we're going to be thinking about those things, reflecting on those things in our journey together. So this journey begins with looking at my home and my kitchen and why it's a sacred place for me, and the things that make me remember God's presence and some of the gifts of my life. So I'd like to invite you to join me in my kitchen, which really isn't a place that's so special if you don't really know about the things that are in my kitchen that remind me of God and the people that I love. The first thing I'd like to show you is this cross that I have as you enter my kitchen. There's a lot of things I like about that cross. One of the things I like about it was that it was given to me by a good friend, and I just love how it looks. It really matches my decor and the color and everything about it I really like. But one of the things about my home is that I have crosses kind of spread out all over the place. And those are always good reminders to me that God is present in this place that seems sort of mundane and not a place you would go to worship God, but certainly a place where I can remember that God is present when I look at that cross. One of the things that you would notice about my home if you were walking through it was that we have a lot of Asian things in our home. And one of the reasons for that, of course, is that my husband is Asian. He's from Vietnam. And this little thing right here was given to us by one of my husband's brothers on a trip that he took to Vietnam. So this is one of the Asian things that we have in our house that reminds me of our family and the significance of that culture in our family together. This is one of the most special things in my kitchen. It was a gift that was made for me by a really good friend. And